Good afternoon. Welcome to Rebel Media. This is News at Noon. I am Oladuni Akinsoba. And here are the headlines. Delta Community inaugurates verification panel to safeguard community land. 12 states delay 30,000 minimum wage for teachers report. Benue governor suspends AG for joining streets challenging EFCC legality. Tinubu appoints Bianca Ojukwu 6 others as ministers. Wike's war on beggars. Enemy within, Ebonyi PDP battling internal adversaries for survival. News and details. Delta Community inaugurates verification panel to safeguard community land. The Ekewe descendants of Alaka, a community in Efurun, Oville local government area of Delta State, has embarked on authentication of genuine ownership of land and property in the community to checkmate the illicit activities of land speculators and suspected fraudsters. To this end, the community has inaugurated 11-man land verification committee headed by Mr. Murphy Omavowa to oversee the verification exercise for the next 3 years. The chairman of the board of trustees of the Ekewe community, Honorable John Enakireru, told journalists during the inauguration ceremony on Tuesday that the land verification committee was set up to oversee the protection and prevention of their descendant land and property from being fraudulently acquired or confiscated by anybody, whether indigene or foreigner. 12 states delayed 30,000 minimum wage for teachers report. 12 states of the Federation are yet to implement the 2019 minimum wage of 30,000 for teachers. Data from the National Union of Teachers showed that through some states implemented the 2019 minimum wage, it was not fully implemented for teachers at primary school levels. The affected states where the wage was not yet implemented for teachers generally are Abia, Adamawa, Benue, Cross River, Gombe, Imo, Kogi, Niger, Sokoto, Taraba, Bauchi, and Zamfara. The data, however, show that in the states of Anambra, Bayelsa, Borno, Delta, Enugu, Jigawa, Kaduna, Nasarawa, and Jobe, the minimum wage was not implemented for teachers in primary schools. Tinubu appoints Bianca Ojukwu 6 others as ministers. President Bola Tinubu has appointed 7 new ministers to his cabinet. The appointment was announced in a statement issued by the presidency following the Federal Executive Committee meeting on Wednesday. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has approved the immediate implementation of 8 far-reaching actions to reinvigorate the administration's capacity for optimal efficiency, pursuant to his commitment to deliver on his promise to Nigerian trade. Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu was appointed Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, while Jumoke Oduwole was named Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, replacing Doris Uzoka Anite, who has been reassigned as the Minister of State and Finance. Benue governor suspends AG for joining streets challenging EFCC legality. Benue State Governor Hyacinthe earlier on Wednesday suspends the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice and Public Order, Fidelis Min. The commissioner was suspended for joining the streets challenging the legality of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission without informing its principal. The Apex Court on Tuesday received judgment in the streets filed by 19 states of the Federation. Out of the 19 states, Adamawa, Anambra, and Ebonyi states withdrew from the case, while Osun State, through its Attorney General, sought to be joined in the suits. Wike's war on beggars. Each time another minister of the FCC declares, yes, another war on the beggars in the nation's capital, I am reminded of Aminata Sofo's famous novel, The Beggar Strike. The plot is built around a government that wants to get beggars off the streets so they can effectively promote tourism. The task of raiding the city of Bega falls on Mo Ndiaye, the director of the Department of Public Health and Hygiene. He develops interest in the post of Give, the vice president of the country and consort in Morabout, who tells him he would need to give charity to beggars so the converted post could be his. The same man who expelled the beggars not only realizes how intricately the moral economy of his Islamic society is interwoven with begging, but he must also negotiate with those beggars who by now had realized the power they wield even as the so-called dregs of the society. Enemy within, Abayin PDP battling internal adversaries for survival. The People's Democratic Party in Ebonyi State has been struggling for survival after metamorphosing from the ruling party to the main opposition over 5 years ago. This has been made more precarious with its battles with enemies within its ranks and foul sabotaging its efforts as self-renewed rights Edward Nanchi before 2019, when the then governor of Ebonyi State, David Umahi, elected twice as governor on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, defected to the ruling All Progressive Congress. Ebonyi State had prided itself as one of the strongholds of the PDP across the country. Should you just joining us, welcome to Ebo Media. This is News at Noon. You can reach us on all the social media handles on Facebook, Ebo Media, on TikTok, Ebo.media, on Instagram as Ebo.media, on YouTube, Ebo_media_22. We are located at Fesojaya Avenue, opposite Gloryfield Nursery Primary School, Ilaluji in Ondo State, Nigeria. You can reach us on a phone number for adverts and bookings 070-533-02878, 070-533-02878. Before we end the news, the recap of the top stories. Delta community inaugurates verification panel to safeguard community land. 12 states delayed 30,000 minimum wage for teachers report. Benue governor suspends issue for joining street challenging EFCC legality. Tinubu appoint Bianca Ojoko 6 others as ministers. Wike's war on beggars. Enemy within, Ebonyi PDP battling internal adversaries for survival. This is the end of the news for today. You can join us on this same station same time tomorrow for another edition of News at Noon. This news was edited by Blessing Omeji and produced by Olushola Ayodele Onitemi. I'm Oladune Akinsoba. Do have a lovely day. Bye.